What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin, and we're going to be looking at Litecoin here on the one-day chart. And I know some people are getting a little nervous right now, but I wanted to give you my take on what's going on with Litecoin, and I'll also add on what's going on with Bitcoin just a little bit here. But I do want to dive into some areas that we do need to watch in terms of if we start breaking down through them, then it's going to get a little bit more questionable. So I'm going to set some alarms with you today, and hopefully you get something from this. If you do, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you being here with me today. And like I said, I'm going to continue to cover Litecoin as much as possible. It's a coin I've always loved, I've always felt has a good use case to it, and I'm going to cover it regardless of the price. So let's jump into this, and I want to show you what I was looking at. So first of all, we're just going to start with some of the bearish things, okay? So we have lost our 20 EMA. And that's significant because we started breaking up above it back here in early January is when we first got up above it. And each time we have found support off it as we are continuously moving up. And as you could see, there's some wicks here, and it looked like the bulls were defending this area. And we also had a hammer candle with a bullish engulfing candle. So this would have been the area that we were looking for that higher low. And we tried to move up. We made it to about $80, and then we started to dump back down, and we fell with Bitcoin. And that's something you always have to be aware of, is Litecoin, if it's going to start pumping, or I'm sorry, if Bitcoin starts pumping, a lot of times Litecoin's going to go with it, and vice versa. And that just is the name of the game. There could be a perfect setup for Litecoin. If Bitcoin dumps, then it's most likely going to drag it down along with it. So you always have to do your Bitcoin analysis first and then go into your Litecoin analysis. Now, in terms of some of the bullish things that I'm looking for in terms of Litecoin, what I would want to see next is a bounce off this 40 moving average, and this is in orange here. This has been pretty significant all throughout the downtrend. It acted as a very strong overhead resistance for us, as you can see right here. So what we're looking for now is to become strong support on this upside. And what you have to remember is in the cryptocurrency space, you have extremely strong moves to the upside, then you have very deep retracements, many times back to the 0.618 Fibonacci level, and then you'll have that next bounce again. It retraces so much that people start to get nervous, and they say, is it going to be a trend reversal? And then all of a sudden you start popping back to the upside, and that's just the name of the game. So be very aware of that right now and just stay calm, because what we're looking at here, we still have our golden cross. Our golden cross took place, and that's significant. It happened for a reason. And what I'm looking for is for Litecoin to stay up above that golden cross, stay up above the 50 moving average, which is at $61, and then up above that 200-day moving average, which is at $59.82. It's very important that we stay up above that 200. We broke it on a strong long day candle, and that came on January 30th, and all the month of February now we have traded up above that. So to drop back through it, that would show a lot of weakness, and we do not want to do that. I believe we'll find support off this 50 or off this 200-day moving average if we are to continue to move to the downside. And we'd also be looking at for support area around 63.82, and that's getting close to where we're at right now. So we're going to have to see if we start having some type of bullish candlestick pattern off that support, set that next higher low there, and potentially come back up here. And then we would have challenges to the upside of $78.15 we'd have to break to the upside, and then it would be up around $83.87. That's where we got up to our previous high. After that, we'd start looking up to around that $100 psychological level. But you have to just be aware here, and as we go through with our price range tool, the last major retracement we had in an uptrend, we went down almost 20%, 20.5% retracement before we went on a massive run to the upside. So right now, from that 83 or so down, we're getting pretty close to around 22, 23. So we should be finding some type of support in this area here. But this is typical for Litecoin, for Bitcoin. And as we look back here, look at this one, guys, how much we pumped, and then we had a massive retracement, and then we continued on. Big retracement. We continued on. Big retracement. So this is very common back in here. Big pump, massive retracement. So this is where you can't really freak yourself out. You know, if you're looking down at these levels right now and you've hodled all the way through this and you say, okay, I'm just going to sell out now because I'm scared. This isn't financial advice for me. This is when you want to hodl. When you're in an uptrend is when you want to hold on to the position that you have. You don't want to do that in a downtrend when we make these, you know, here, just to give you a good example here, we made a massive dump down. If you want to play this reaction, that's fine, but know that it's a reaction in a downtrend, and then you're going to sell out once you get towards that 50 moving average, and that's what a lot of guys did here. You can see how we even wicked up to it many times. Now what we'd be looking for is support. Since we're in an uptrend, we need support of that 50 moving average to show that this is a true uptrend. And then if we take our Fibonacci level and we pull from the low of this move, or this intermediate term uptrend we've been in, to the high, we're looking right now at that 0.382 at $66.45 is what we would call it. That's a typical area for a bounce from a retracement, and that's still very healthy. And that would also correlate, or you'd find that confluence with the 40 moving average. So that's an area that I'm definitely going to watch. And then I'm also going to look here at this 50, that's 0.5, and that's also correlating around where we had that golden cross. So could we pull back into that area? Absolutely. But do I believe that the entire trend is changing right now? I don't. I feel like this is healthy. We needed this big retracement so that we can power up through right here. Since we got our golden cross, we need room to let that run to the upside. Just like here, guys, we got the golden cross, and look how much it pushed us to the upside. The golden cross took place at $44. We went all the way up to about $143 there to the real bodies. And now what we're looking at is our golden cross taking place at $60, and we're going to see if it can get us back up to around that $150. So, if anything, this is more looking at when would be a potential good buy area, to start accumulating a little bit more for potentially the next leg up. And what I like to do is build a position. So say you're looking at this now and you haven't had a position, you're going, okay, Litecoin's at $68 right now. We've had a decent retracement from the highs up in the 80s there. This is when I want to start getting me some Litecoin and start layering in slowly. And then if it drops more, you build more of a position, The heavier buys or the lower you go, and then you look for that next leg up, and we're going to have to just see if this trend continues. So, that's what I wanted to share with you today. I didn't want to get into too much else, just wanted to really look at the price action, but also always pay attention to candlesticks. Just like up here on the one day when we had that bearish engulfing candle, that was a sign that we may have started to have that retracement. So these are the type of things that you always want to put in your corner, put in your back pocket. But we have a lot going for us here. That golden cross is taking place, and I believe we need room or a breather before we get that next leg up, and that's what's happening right now. So that's just my opinion, guys. You get something from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. Take care.